Good afternoon, my name is Julieth Medina. I study Business International and today I am going to tell about the management processes of the company in which I work. For me, the personal satisfaction is very important and I consider that this increases the productivity of the staff, helping the optimization of the processes and by the increases of the productions. There are a number of points I like to make to establish the shortcomings and all the way they improve the process of improving the selection and permanence of the personnel used within the company, the system that can be implemented in the company in which I work. This uses is and job dissatisfaction is in general that lack of attention to the human management process. Why is that important? 1. From the moment of opening or availability of allowed people enter by the recommendation of the internal staff, acquaintances, relatives, friends, and others. But there is no transparent convocation nor is there a process of admission or application of people which certificate the intellectual and professional competence that they'll use if he is suitable or not for the positions. But in the company, the only income filter that there is in the personal interview with the manager of the project, an interview where he only evaluates his work experience and what he learned in his previous jobs. 2. The wage inequality is evident since engineers earn up to 7 times more than an operational and or administrative clerk, and there is no control of tax or workloads. It will be convenient to implement a compensation process that allows establishing clear and real functions of each position, fulfillments of goals and bonus or rewards for this. 3. People who enter the company usually have their professions, engineers, topographers, geologists, and others. But those who do not have higher education or until now are beginning their careers do not have support from the company, not only in subject economics, but in the time that should be used to develop students' activities. For example, it is not easy to grant Saturdays for students because in special cases the presence of some people is required by managers. Internally, training is occasionally carried out by the COPAs on safety at work, but this is sporadic. There must be a program that allows training that integrates the staff and that interacts with other colleges and that have an empathy with the company to improve their performance. 4. In the company, there are 3 clearly established hierarchical ranks headed by the manager, but this is not interested in the well-being of the workers or in the processes they must perform to accomplish the tasks entrusted to them, for which only the results are important. To put in another way, things are like and when he says things. I think it is important for the managers to be more interested in the collaborators for their personal and professional uses, to have a closer and more empathic relationships, to have an active listening and making feedback or constructive criticism that allow both personal and collective progress. And the same way, there is no retention or qualification program for the withdrawal of personnel. It is not possible to keep track of withdrawal reasons, and this is important to improve the aspects that have led people to resign when the withdrawal is voluntary. Having a staff maintenance process is key. 5. The people arrive at 7 o'clock. They do their work. They take their lunch hour, and at 5 o'clock they leave. The company does not manage a welfare process. I think I could be implemented a program of activity breaks, celebration on special dates, half pay day on their birthday, among others. Are simple conditions that in the short term can have a positive effect on employees, creating satisfaction and pride in the company where they work. In the end, a happy worker is a more productive worker. Finally, let me remind you of some of the uses we covered and the means implemented in the company to advance in the improvement process. 1. Create a process of admission and application of people. 2. Develop the process of rewards. 3. Establish process of development of people. 4. Form the maintenance process of personnel. And finally, 5. Establish a welfare process. I appreciate your attention and I hope that this video contributes to the growth of the company through the growth of the staff that constitutes.